All right, so we're back doing this thing right here where I'm talking into the camera and y'all are listening, hopefully. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to go over some hot takes per se, or maybe lukewarm takes. Takes that I hope they don't, really piss you off. And if they do, then go off. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. If you want to get pissed off by my opinion and just tear me off and bite my head off in the comments, go ahead and do so. I dare you. The first one is traveling is exhausting. I don't really know any other way to put it. It's physically exhausting. It's mentally exhausting. It's financially exhausting. Shoot, it might be spiritually exhausting as well. I don't even know who I'm exposing to when I travel to another country. Yeah, I think about traveling in a way where how much am I putting in versus how much am I getting out of it, okay? I'm not knocking traveling. I'm not saying that I don't ever want to travel. I'm not saying that I don't like traveling. I'm just saying it's exhausting. Here's the thing, okay? You get on a flight, and I'm not flying PJs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on business class. I'm not on first class. I'm in economy because that's what I can afford. It's not comfortable. Now, if I'm flying 10, 15 hours, my legs are cramped. I'm not even that tall. I'm 5'10". So imagine if I was like over 6'3" or something. God bless y'all tall people that actually love to travel here and there. I know y'all got to spend that extra bread so that you can feel a little bit more comfortable. But me, I'm not going to do that because I don't really need to, but it's still uncomfortable, okay? Now, also, I get to a place, and for somebody it'll be adventurous, it'll be exciting to be in a place where you don't know anybody or the people don't speak English and you have trouble communicating. Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's kind of scary. To me, that's kind of scary, and that lends into being mentally exhausting, okay? Then obviously the plane ticket, you know what I'm saying? Those joints be astronomical nowadays. Accommodations. You telling me Airbnbs, like people are selling Airbnbs for the back of their vans, $400 a night. You know what I'm saying? Hotels are not even safe either. You got people who are swapping the sheets and not really. No, they're not swapping the sheets. They're spraying disinfectant in hotels. They're not swapping the sheets because they have to fill a quota. They have to fill that room up in a designated time frame. Hey, look, I compare it to something that gives me damn near the same amount of pleasure and enjoyment because of how much I actually invested into it or how little I invested into it. I'm sorry, I don't know. This may come off a little bit like pretentious. This may come off a little bit like I don't know or see the world. I mean, look, I've been out of the country several times before. I've been to Europe. I've been to Africa. Look, it's all exhausting. You know what I'm saying? Am I saying that I'm not going to do it ever again? No, I'm just saying, hey, I mean, if I had a choice between laying on my couch or sleeping in my bed for 3 days straight and then like flying somewhere for 3 days, and I get it, it's the experience, yada, 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 but like, sometimes I can get an experience that's just as fulfilling by going to a movie theater. So speaking of movies and movie-going experiences and films and so on and so forth, I myself I like when I walk out of a movie with more questions than answers. That might be counterintuitive to a lot of people who just like to enjoy the experience of whatever they're watching. I'm okay with not understanding every single thing on the first viewing. Why? Because that then lends into multiple viewings or repeated viewings and a greater appreciation of what the director, the actors, everybody involved with the film got and what they had to do to accomplish, the experience that I experienced as I'm watching a film. I like that. And I'm not going to talk about too many films in particular, but I will talk about Nope. I had a lovely experience watching Nope. I enjoyed it, but I understand, or I noted that a lot of people didn't quite get or didn't like it per se because there are so many things that they didn't understand, right? And I'm not going to go into any spoilers, so on and so forth, but those movie experiences tend to last longer with me than the ones that, are neatly wrapped up in a bow at the end and everybody lives a happily ever after. That's cool. That's great. That's a comfort film, right? But I don't know. I like that artistic, avant-garde, pushing the boundaries and kind of leaving the viewer to figure it out on their own. Audiences may not understand it. They may not fully enjoy it, but that's my type of movie. I mess with that. All right, so this one right here, it kind of goes in hand in hand. So this is a twofer one. It's a twofer. Soft life and luxury. All right, these things have the community in a chokehold to the point where people don't want to talk about the normal day-to-day things and how those are just as important. We literally want to live in fantasy. Now, I get it. Work sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, living that 9 to 5 sucks. Okay? Not enjoying your work, it sucks. Right? But for the most part, for you to get out of that cycle, you have to work more, or you have to work harder. At least you have to work a bit smarter. And 99% of the time, you have to work outside of your normal 9 to 5 working hours. But the thing is, most people tend to not really understand that. So they want to skip all that and go straight into this soft life, luxury lifestyle, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's like, bro, let's get a grip. Let's live in the moment. Let's live now. Let's live with the reality that we're in right now, and let's figure it out, and let's do better every single day. Okay? Soft life. This soft life where it's like, I don't want to touch anything that makes me that, bro, you're going to have to work. You're going to have to sweat. Every single thing that you desire is going to be worth it, but you're going to have to work for it. Okay? And the soft life is probably at the end of the tunnel or at the end of the rainbow or whatever. But it's, you can't avoid the work. Like, you can't avoid the work at all. Every single thing that you want, those fitness goals that you want, those financial goals that you want, the new job, the career, the relationship goals that you want or whatever. It's all work. It's not easy. And it's almost never going to be easy. It's either you choose easy now for hard later or hard now for easy later. Now, I know that's a whatever saying, a yada yada saying, and everybody kind of understands that in a sense. But I get it also. Like, we are 2-3 years. We're going on 3 years in this thing that you can't escape, right? And I get it. We all want to fantasize about a more, for lack of better words, a softer life. Another reason why I don't necessarily like this concept is because oftentimes the people who are so crazy about a soft, luxurious life, the people that are like, that's all they're obsessed about, they tend to overlook and most times like exploit people around them, and they exploit people that are quote unquote beneath them. There's no one beneath you, right? So you shouldn't ever treat anybody less than the human that you are as well. And also, obviously, you don't want to look up to anybody, but there's people that you probably would rather, take some things from and understand their lives a little bit better so that you can probably replicate their lives in your life or whatever, right? But I've noticed that on the route to a soft life, people tend to step on others, and I just don't like that. I don't agree with that. Yes, you can live a whatever soft life by avoiding exploiting others, but that's literally just work, and you can't escape the work. It's always gonna be there. And we're gonna end it on this one. Not necessarily the worst, not necessarily the most egregious, but it's something that's really, really off-putting. And it kind of goes hand in hand with soft life and luxury, et cetera, et cetera. And it's the fact that people really are entangled in this concept of main character energy. I hate that buzzword. I hate that concept. I hate that phrase because yes, you live in only your body, but you are literally not the only person in your life. You will never be the only person in your life. You will never only be the main person. We thrive more so on community, and I know there's some people that have nihilistic views and there's people that don't trust anybody else. But look, you can't live sustainably by yourself. And I think main character energy is not that way, but what it does, it centers yourself in such a way that you turn a blind eye to other people. And that's part of the reason why a lot of the things that are going on in the world are trash. I mean, look, I can't speak that deeply. I'm not a philosopher. I'm not that much of a deep thinker. I mean, I do think and I do ponder on a lot of things, but this main character energy is just a way to be selfish. That's it. If you want to be selfish, be selfish. But this packaging of main character is quite ironically a bit toxic. I hate saying that, but I have to say it. The fact that you think that everything should revolve around you, or all of your life choices should revolve around you. Yes, I get it. Put yourself first, but main character energy tends to come off as being stuck up, as once again putting yourself above others, stepping on others, as if you got to a point solely by yourself. If somebody can spin the main character energy topic, whatever, in a positive way that impacts the people around you in a positive light, hey, I'll be there for it. But right now, it just seems as if you can only focus on yourself in your life, which is a blatant lie. You can't necessarily do that. I mean, you can do that for periods of time, but even then, you're still affecting those around you. You should be aware of those around you. You should be aware of the other people around you. And they aren't just side characters. They're people that help you get to where you want to be. So you can't necessarily call them side characters. They're also main characters. They're part of your party. In an RPG, they're part of your party, right? And they're just as important. So those are some of the, the lukewarm takes that I have. I hope they're not too crazy. I don't think they are. I just think there's some things that I wanted to rant on and just get off my chest. So yeah. Next time, if you want to have this again, let me know. If you want to hear some more of my hot, lukewarm, cold takes, whatever. If you got to this point, thank you so much. Also, if you got to this point, this point, I have a song coming out September 19th. I actually have 2 songs coming out, both produced by Methone. So yeah, this is your little nugget if you got to this point of the video. Thank you so much for your time. If you want me to do this again, and if you enjoyed watching it, let me know, right? Do what you need to do. Let me know. Comment, like it, share it, subscribe, all that good stuff. But yeah, with that being said, my name is Kunle Day. I am an artist. I am an audio engineer. I'm also a cinematographer based in Houston, Texas, part of Yatu with Love. We got some music coming on the way as well. And God loves you. I love you, right? And if nobody has told you today, make sure you love yourself. Peace.